2024 presidential election update. It's Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris, and we're diving into who's leading in this tight race. We've got the latest polling data from all 50 states to keep you informed. Stay tuned as we break down the trends, the key battlegrounds, and what the numbers are saying right now. Let's get started. Arizona. Arizona is a key battleground, and Trump leads by just 1%, securing 48% of the vote, compared to Harris's 47%. This state could go either way, and every vote will count. Florida. Down in Florida, Trump holds a stronger lead of 6% polling at 51% against Harris's 44%. Florida, with its 30 electoral votes, remains a crucial state for Trump. Georgia, which flipped blue in 2024, is leaning back toward Trump with a 2% lead. Trump has 49%, while Harris is at 47%. This is a tight race in the Peach State. Maine, known for splitting its electoral votes, has Harris ahead statewide by 7%, with 48% to Trump's 41%. However, the districts tell a different story. Maine District 1-inch. In Maine's 1st Congressional District, Harris leads by 23 points, with 56% to Trump's 33%. A Maine District 2 inches. But in the more rural 2nd District, Trump has the upper hand, leading by 9%, with 49% to Harris's 40%. This district could be pivotal. Maryland is a solid blue state, and Harris has a commanding 29-point lead here with 62% of the vote, compared to Trump's 32%. Michigan is a battleground once again, and it's razor thin. Harris edges out Trump by just 1%, polling at 48% to Trump's 47%. Nevada. Out west in Nevada, another battleground, Harris leads by only 0.3%, holding 47.9% of the vote, compared to Trump's 47.6%. This is another state that could easily flip. North Carolina. In North Carolina, Trump holds a slim lead of 0.5%, with 48.3% of the vote, compared to Harris's 47.8%. Another critical battleground where every vote will count. Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, a major swing state, we see a dead heat. Both Trump and Harris are tied at 47%, making this state anyone's to win. Wisconsin is another key battleground, and Harris holds a narrow 1% lead here with 48%, compared to Trump's 47%. New York is firmly in Harris's column as she leads by 16%, holding 56% of the vote to Trump's 39%. New Mexico is leaning blue with Harris leading Trump by 7%, polling at 49% to Trump's 42%. Oregon, Harris holds a comfortable 12-point lead, polling at 53% compared to Trump's 41%. Washington State is solidly blue, with Harris leading by 20 points. She holds 56% of the vote, while Trump is at 35%. New Hampshire. In New Hampshire, Harris has a 9-point lead, polling at 51% to Trump's 42%. This could be another decisive win for Harris. Ohio is a stronghold for Trump, with him leading by 6%, polling at 51% compared to Harris's 44%. Alaska sees Trump with a solid 7-point lead, holding 50% of the vote to Harris's 43%. California. The largest prize in the electoral map is firmly in Harris's corner. She leads Trump by 24%, with 59% of the vote, compared to Trump's 34%. Minnesota, Harris leads by 6%, polling at 49%, compared to Trump's 43%. Utah is strongly in Trump's camp with him, leading by 16%, holding 54% of the vote to Harris's 38%. Massachusetts is a deep blue state, and Harris leads Trump by 28%, with 60% of the vote to Trump's 32%. In Tennessee, Trump is ahead by 21 points, holding 56% compared to Harris's 35%. Montana is solidly red with Trump leading by 19% polling at 58% to Harris's 39%. Virginia. In Virginia, Harris is ahead by 7%, holding 50% of the vote compared to Trump's 42%. Iowa. In Iowa, Trump leads by 5% polling at 49% compared to Harris's 44%. North Dakota. North Dakota is firmly in Trump's column with him, leading by 27%, holding 59% of the vote to Harris's 32%. South Carolina. In South Carolina, Trump leads by 10% with 52% of the vote compared to Harris's 42%. Indiana. In Indiana, Trump holds a 16-point lead with 56% compared to Harris's 39%. Nebraska District 2 inches. In Nebraska's 2nd District, Harris leads with 50% compared to Trump's 42%, an 8-point margin. Delaware. Harris's home state, sees her ahead by 18%, holding 55% to Trump's 36%. Colorado. In Colorado, Harris leads by 11% polling at 53% compared to Trump's 42%. Connecticut is solidly blue with Harris leading by 16%, holding 57% of the vote to Trump's 41%. Rhode Island is also firmly blue with Harris leading by 16%, polling at 57% to Trump's 40%. Missouri. In Missouri, Trump holds a lead of 11.5%, polling at 53.5% compared to Harris's 42%. Arkansas is strongly in Trump's favor with him, leading by 15%, holding 55% of the vote to Harris's 40%. Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, Trump leads by 16%, polling at 56% compared to Harris's 40%. West Virginia. West Virginia is a Trump stronghold with him, leading by 27%, holding 61% compared to Harris's 34%. Vermont is firmly blue with Harris leading by a massive 41%, holding 70% of the vote to Trump's 29%. Alabama. In Alabama, Trump is leading by 20%, polling at 58% compared to Harris's 38%. In Hawaii, Harris holds a commanding 22-point lead, polling at 58% to Trump's 36%. Idaho. In Idaho, Trump has a solid lead of 26%, polling at 60% to Harris's 34%. In Illinois, Harris leads by 15%, polling at 55% compared to Trump's 40%. In Kansas, Trump leads by 16%, polling at 55% to Harris's 39%. Kentucky is solidly red with Trump leading by 30%, holding 62% of the vote compared to Harris's 32%. Louisiana. In Louisiana, Trump leads by 22%, polling at 59% compared to Harris's 37%. In Mississippi, Trump holds a strong lead of 27%, polling at 61% to Harris's 34%. South Dakota. In South Dakota, Trump leads by 30%, holding 62% of the vote compared to Harris's 32%. Wyoming is one of Trump's strongest states with him, leading by 37%, polling at 65% compared to Harris's 28%. That wraps up our look at the polling data for all 50 states in the 2024 presidential race between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. As you can see, it's a tight race in several key battleground states, and every vote will matter. Be sure to stay informed, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates as the race heats up. Let us know in the comments which state you think will be the biggest surprise on election night. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.